Are you considering taking up woodworking as a hobby? Have you done some research but are still feeling overwhelmed by the vast amount of information available? It is understandable, and you are certainly not alone. Woodworking is an immensely rewarding hobby and an example of the saying, "Practice makes perfect." Starting off as a complete beginner can be a bit daunting as the possibilities are both endless and overwhelming. The good news is that you don't have to feel overwhelmed anymore. We have created the perfect guide to woodworking for beginners to get you started on your woodworking journey. In this guide, we will go over the basic tools, safety tips, and techniques to make your project successful. We will also provide you with basic woodworking plans so that you can get started quickly and easily. With just that, you will be able to craft beautiful pieces of woodwork as a beginner. Are you ready to start your woodworking journey? Here is a guide that will help you build a strong foundation for your woodworking. Tools for woodworking. The tools you will need will depend on the type of projects you plan to make. But before we go over the specific tools, let's go over some basic safety tools that you should have at your disposal. Safety goggles. This is designed to protect your eyes from any flying debris while you are working. Ear protection. This will help reduce the stress from loud tools that may be used in your woodworking projects. Dust mask. This will help protect you from inhaling any wood particles while you are cutting, sanding, or sawing wood. Respirator. This is specifically designed for wood dust and particles, and it is a bit more effective at protecting your lungs than a dust mask. Now that we have gone over the basic safety tools, let's go over the more specific woodworking tools. Table saw. This is great for making long, straight cuts and is a must-have for any woodworker of any level. Router. This is great for creating intricate designs on the wood and can also be used to make joints. Drill press. This is great for making precise, straight holes, which is perfect for building furniture, shelves, and other projects. Band saw. This is great for curved cuts or for cutting sensitive materials such as veneer. Jointer. This is great for flattening boards for projects such as cabinets. Lathe. This is great for making furniture legs, knobs, and spindles. These are the basic tools you will need to get started with woodworking. There are many more tools and accessories that one can add to their tool arsenal, but these are the essential ones to get you started. Safety tips for woodworking. Before you get started with any woodworking project, it is important to keep safety in mind. Woodworking can be dangerous if not done correctly, so here are some tips to help you stay safe. Wear protective gear. As we mentioned before, this includes safety goggles, ear protection, dust mask, and respirator. Don't wear loose clothing or jewelry. This can get caught up in the tools you are using and can cause serious injury. Always read the instructions. This is especially important with power tools. Make sure you are following the instructions to avoid any accidents. Don't rush. Take your time with your projects and make sure you are working safely. Check for splinters. Check your project from time to make sure there are no splinters in the wood. Splinters can cause injury if not caught in time. Wear gloves. This will help protect your hands from any sharp edges, splinters, and other dangers that may arise during your project. Keep an eye on your tools. Make sure your tools are in good condition and are always put away when not in use. Wear a dust mask. As mentioned earlier, dust masks will help protect you from wood dust and other particles that can be released while cutting, sanding, and sawing. With these safety tips in mind, you can focus on your woodworking projects, but without compromising your safety. Woodworking tips for beginners. Starting off with woodworking can be very intimidating, but with the right information and tips, you will be able to make and create amazing pieces with ease. Here are some tips that will help you get started with making your woodworking projects. Start with simple projects. Begin with projects that are simple and won't require many tools. This will help you get used to the tools and become more comfortable with woodworking in general. Take your time. Don't rush your projects as this can lead to mistakes and projects that aren't to your liking. Take your time and make sure that your work is neat and presentable. Measure twice, cut once. This is an important tip that all woodworkers know. Measure your materials twice before you cut them, as this can help reduce waste and mistakes. Practice makes perfect. Keep practicing your woodworking skills and techniques and you will see your work become better over time. With these tips in mind, you will be off to a great start in your woodworking journey. Conclusion: woodworking is a great hobby that can open up a world of creative possibilities. You can make anything you can think of and really show your creative skills. The key to success is to start off with the basics and build on your skills and knowledge over time. With the right tools, safety equipment, and tips, you will be able to make beautiful pieces that you can take pride in. Why not get started today? Click the link in the description and start your woodworking project for beginners.